So in Hive, you saw that we can create tables, and we can run the queries to get the data in the desired format, whatever we want. We can order by, we can sort by. It's just like if you know the SQL, you can write Hive queries very easily. Pig is a different thing. So Pig is engine for executing data flows. So here you don't write the queries, you write whatever you want to achieve. You'll write in a particular and in a data flow. For example, let's I will explain with an example. Here you can see that transactions equals load transaction as customer purchase, then grouped equal to group transactions by customer. So first is loading the data, second is grouping the data, then for each of the group data it is doing some operations, and finally the dump answer is where you are printing the data. So Pig is a data flow language, not a query language. It also uses a MapReduce framework, although there are other frameworks that Pig can use. For example, Tej or Spark for as an engine basically. And it supports the Pig Latin language. So this language which you are seeing here is called Pig Latin. So let's take an example of the same thing. Okay. Now let's say that I want to. So Pig can be run in local mode and Pig can be run in MapReduce mode. I'm launching in MapReduce mode right now. So now you can see the grunt. So this is a shell where you will type your commands and for all of the data manipulation. So let's start, and let's take an example of the same thing, the word count program. So we had written a MapReduce program in Java. Then we used Hive for the same thing. Let's see how we can achieve the same thing using Pig. So Pig is I told you it's a data flow language, so you cannot write, if somebody is not comfortable with the Hive queries, for example, the query can be used, it can be nested. If somebody is not aware of those, they can definitely use Pig as the processing framework. So let's say that we want to load. I told you that we have launched in MapReduce mode, so we are reading from HDFS. And if you remember, our the text.txt was stored in the data location. Char array is a type in Pig. Now we have loaded the lines. Now words for each lines, whatever lines we loaded from. Sorry, we now we for each of the lines which loaded, we will count the words. So for each lines generate, we are flattening it because we want to count the frequency of the words, not line by line, but for all of the words. So flattening tokenize line as word. Now sorry, Java. So you'll see that somewhere it is case sensitive, somewhere it is not. So just take care of that. Now we will group it. We'll generate the grouped data. We have flattened it. For example, for each of the line, we have flattened all of this and as words, and now we are grouping the words by word and word count equal to for each grouped generate group and we want also the count also, right? Import sure you use the correct function name. Then now we also need to order. Order word count by group. Now our data flow is ready. Now we want to see the result. So we will just print dump order. Again, as I told you, behind the scenes it will fire a MapReduce program, because the underlying framework, underlying engine which I'm using is MapReduce, although other engines can also be used. Let's wait for it. So you might have seen the difference in Hive and Pig. So Hive has databases, tables where you can write queries, but Pig is a different thing. Pig follows certain syntax, so how you can write a particular Pig script. As you have seen that, first of all, I loaded the data, then for each of the line I had flattened the data, then I grouped the data, then I generated the count of the data, then I ordered the data, finally I am printing the data to the console. Let's wait for it to complete. Meanwhile, I can show you what is Yarn. Yarn is a resource manager, as I told you, and by default, it runs on the 8088 port number. We can access it through a web browser. There might be some problem with Firefox. So let's wait here on the screen and let the script be completed. Yep, so 16% complete now. So MapReduce framework, as I told you, so Map and Reduce, so they use the disk-based, so they store the data in disks and the local disk. So what happens is in a MapReduce framework, the data is read from the file, and then I told you that then there will be n number of map tasks that are launched. And since Hadoop is a master slave, works on a master slave methodology, so there will be several worker nodes, there will be several slave nodes where the computation will be happening. So obviously they need to store data somewhere for processing. So they store the data in the local file system for processing. So that's why this disk read and write will happen, which may be a little bit slow, but still, due to the parallel processing framework, it can process parallelly, and you can see that it's 50% complete. So you can see the difference between the Hive and Pig on the same machine. You might have seen the Hive MapReduce performed well, Hive performed well, but Pig is a little bit slow from as compared to MapReduce, the core MapReduce and Hive. So let's wait for it to complete. So finally, how much is completed? Let us see. Let us see. 83% completed now. Finally, as you can see that it is progressing. Application stage is completed. So as you can see here, guys two, hello one, hi two, and welcome one. So the same output we achieved in MapReduce framework in Hive, we can also achieve using Pig, but it took a lot of time. Although in a normal when you are using in a production-based system, it will not take this much of time. This is because of my I'm running on my personal laptop, and obviously there are constraints in CPU and memory, so it took some time. But I wanted to give you an idea about how you can leverage Hive, Pig, or MapReduce to achieve the same task in a different way. Okay.